Hello and welcome to a Blaseball of the 8th week of Fall Ball. Similarly to last week, it was not just players who fell. We first saw the stars join Blaseball, a collection of words presumed to be the new player attributes, replacing the ones we all knew and loved, and just as someone finally worked out what coldness did. And in a collaborative effort, the community have successfully placed all the positions on Parker's grid, with the confirmed final correct guess coming from Timothy. Then there were, of course, new players. The Crabs gained Flattery Stroonbury from the garage's shadows after they were Gachapond from the lift. Flattery was unstable before entry to the black hole. The Shoe Thieves collect Alexandria Rosales, who was last seen batting for the Spies. They were scattered and undefined, as well as having an item with the gravity modification. Falling to the Jazz hands was Jordan Hildeberg, a player who retreated to the Shoe Thieves' shadows in Season 24 and had previously played for the Spies. They were well decorated, with the alternate, negative, friend of crows, siphon, scattered and unstable modifications. Grollis Zephyr joins the Sunbeams from the Lift's shadows. They have also pitched for the team and became skipping during that time. The Millennials add Stan Shen, who has been in the Pies shadows since Season 20. They have never seen active play, but have become unstable. And the Moist Talkers obtain Simon Haley, who retreated to the Shoe Thieves shadows right at the end of Season 24. But Simon originated on the Moist Talkers. They gained Flinch during the battle with the Shelled Ones pods, and are also scattered. Dale collects Serge Shortvat from the garage's shadows, where they were Gachapond from the team. Serge was unstable. Fletcher Peck joins the Wild Wings, having spent their whole Blaseball career in the Millennials' shadows, but they still became a negative. The garages get Sheev Shriffle, another player who has spent their whole time in the shadows, but this time the Pies. They were unstable before entry to the black hole. The Georges gained Sun Jensen, who was last seen batting for the Sunbeams after being exchanged from the Tacos. Sun was scattered. Gloria Bugsnax falls to the Tigers from the Flowers rotation, but they have also batted for the team. And the Magic acquire Abbott Wright, who moved to the Shoe Thieves shadows in Season 24. They originated on the prehistory team, the Oregon Psychics, but due to having the Ego 1 modification, joined the Rising Stars for the Semi-Centennial and then fell to the ILB. They also had the Returned, Scattered and Unstable modifications. The Flowers add Kelvin Drumsolo, who was last seen batting for the Mechanics. Kelvin was a negative and scattered, but is famous for their drum solo, where every other batter on the team was elsewhere, and so they batted themselves in repeatedly. The Mechanics gained Neary McLeod, a Georges batter who was an alternate, negative and scattered. Falling to the Lovers is Patel Olive, from the Tacos shadows, where they had been Gachapond from the Firefighters. They were also an alternate, negative and scattered. The Firefighters catch Yosh Carpenter, who falls from the Fridays shadows, but they started their career with the Lovers. Before they entered the black hole, they were an alternate, negative, scattered, and unstable. The Fridays collect Famous Owens, a base 2 batter from the Tigers. Famous briefly played for the Jazz Hands during a feedback swap with Spears Rogers that reversed in the final inning of the game. Tote Rogers falls to the Breath Mints. They fall from the Jazz Hands shadows and have never seen active play. The Lift acquired Juice Collins from the Fridays shadows, where they retreated in Season 23. They also spent a season playing for the Lovers. Juice was an alternate, negative and unstable. Hal Franklin joins the Spies, having last been seen batting for the Sunbeams. Hal began their career on the Spies and have also played for the Shoe Thieves and Garages. They were scattered and high pressure. The Tacos receive Cedric Spliff, who falls from the Moist Talkers shadows, where they retreated due to voicemail in Season 23. Cedric has the flinch and slow build modifications, as well as an item with repeating. Falling to the Worms is Itsuki Weeks, a Stakes Shadows player who has no games to their name. Six-Pack Dogwalker falls to the Pies, from the shadows of the Moist Talkers, having also played for the Fridays and Stakes. Six-Pack has the flickering and receiver modifications, having been part of an idle board plan. And the Stakes add Logan Rodriguez to their roster, as they fall from the Magic's rotation. They also spent a season with the Jazz Hands. Logan is an alternate, siphon, scattered, and skipping. 8 players to a team, and the Crabs have still seen the fewest of their players fall, having not seen a familiar face since week 6. But the Moist Talkers collect 3 of a kind, with 3 previous Shoe Thieves on their team. The Shoe Thieves and Tacos remain second for most previous players returned, and the Magic, who were the first team to collect 3 last week with 3 Tacos, have also gained the 3rd prehistory player to fall. The Garages stay top of the list for previous players, and also collect 3 of a kind, with 3 Pies. But the Breathmints are only 1 player up on the Crabs, and haven't seen a previous player fall since week 4. Currently, 57% of the fallen players are from the Shadows, and batters are 1 up on pitchers. Thank you for joining me for another Blaxplanation. I'll be back with more Blaseball fun and facts soon, but until then, rejoice, play ball.